Imagine the world is ending right now. Not in 1,000 years. Not in some distant sci-fi future. But today, the question is simple. Which apocalypse would you pick? It sounds weird, but that's exactly what we're testing here. And it's not just a silly game, ILLB, measuring if my choices make sense or if I am 100% doomed to be the first one eaten by whatever comes. If you agree with me, great! We survive together. If not, well, maybe you're right, and I'll just be zombie food. Let's start. First dilemma, nuclear apocalypse or zombie apocalypse? Honestly, neither sounds fun. In a nuclear one, you have to deal with radiation, destroyed cities, and the small detail of not having a grocery store anymore. In the zombie one, the problem is a little more direct. They want to bite your face. And I kinda like my face, so I'd rather not. But if they're slow zombies, I might actually buy some time. The real question is, can I run for more than 10 minutes? No! Can I cook radioactive rats? Also, no. So, I pick zombies. At least until I die, I can try ridiculous survival tactics like throwing a blanket over their heads and running away. Yes, that's officially my strategy. Do you agree? Or am I already dead? Second dilemma, climate collapse or alien invasion. In climate collapse, everything is either on fire, underwater, or way too hot to exist. Basically living inside a microwave while it's exploding. Now, aliens. They could be worse, but at least there's a chance they're friendly. Imagine if they bring free intergalactic Wi-Fi and we never have to pay for streaming again. Amazing, of course. There's also the chance they abduct me, study my brain, and discover my greatest skill is opening ketchup without spilling. Still, between melting in 160 degrees Fahrenheit and being someone's alien pet, I'll take the aliens. What about you? Third dilemma, rogue AI or giant monsters? I depend on tech for everything. I literally forgot how to do long division because of my calculator. So, if my phone decides I shouldn't exist, I'm done. On the other hand, giant monsters would be terrifying, but kind of beautiful. Imagine watching a building-sized creature stomping on cars like popcorn. The only problem is, if I try to watch too close, I'd die instantly. And yeah, I know I'd look. Still, I'm picking monsters. Because if I have to go, being squashed by a 300-ton foot sounds like a Discovery Channel documentary ending. Which one do you choose? Now a personal one. Would you rather live alone in a perfectly safe bunker or with a community in a makeshift city? Alone. I wouldn't share food or space with anyone. But I'd also lose my mind in 3 months and start talking to a can of beans like it's my best friend. In a community, I'd have support. Someone who can fix a generator, maybe even a person who can cook something edible. Sure, there would be drama, gossip, and that neighbor who thinks he's in charge? Still, I choose community. Because dying of loneliness sounds worse than dying with gossip. What's your pick? Final dilemma. If you could choose one power for the end of the world, would you rather time travel before the disaster or teleport anywhere instantly? Time travel is risky. I'd probably kick the wrong rock and erase pizza from existence. Can you imagine a world without pizza? Nope. Teleportation, on the other hand, is perfect. Need food? Teleport to the store! Need to escape? Teleport. Want to peek at Area 51 to see if they knew about the apocalypse? Teleport? Sure. I might accidentally teleport inside a wall, but at least that would be quick. I'm going with teleportation! What about you? So, after all these dilemmas, I think I've learned something. I probably wouldn't survive any apocalypse, but at least I'd die trying to make dumb choices that seem smart in the moment. And maybe that's the point. It's not about being the most prepared, it's about having fun even when the world ends. Now I want to know what you think. Which of my choices did you agree with? Which one was completely stupid? Drop your answers in the comments. I'll read them. And maybe I'll find out. I'm not the only one going insane here. Also, don't forget to subscribe, because in the next video, I'm bringing even crazier dilemmas, and you want to miss it. And hit that like button too, because if the world ends tomorrow, at least I'll die happy, knowing this video reached you.